Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy The Synchronicity Tomorrow Comes Today. Moi drodzy, byliśmy w ośrodku medycznym i udało nam się zdobyć morfinę dla tej kobiety, która tego tak naprawdę potrzebuje dla swojego męża. Udało nam się też zdobyć raport o leku, według którego tak naprawdę lek na chorobę rozpuszczonych nie istnieje. Tak przynajmniej jest tutaj napisane. Myślę, że pan Atkinson nie będzie z tego względu zadowolony, no ale cóż, prawda to prawda.
This street is even more desolate and silent than it was before. I guess while I was in the subterranean hospital before they dissolved, the soldiers called the curfew.
Chociaż z drugiej strony wydaje mi się, że taki lek może istnieć, tylko po prostu nie jest jeszcze dokładnie sprawdzony. Dlatego testują go na rozpuszczonych tam w podziemiach. Dobra, staruszkowi pomogliśmy i tak naprawdę dzięki temu udało nam się ujść z życiem w ośrodku medycznym. Całe szczęście trafiliśmy na jego córkę, która chciała, żebyśmy powiadomili staruszka, że wszystko z nim w porządku.
What are you doing out here, ma'am? What's the matter?
It's my brother. He's disappeared. We don't know where he is.
What do you mean he's disappeared?
Well, we haven't seen him since he spoke to you, since he ran out of the church. We've been searching for him for hours and can't find him anywhere.
And you don't have any idea where he might have gone?
No, he simply ran out of the door, completely out of control. I've never seen him so upset, and we haven't heard anything from him since. I just know that something terrible has happened to him. My brother is very sick and he shouldn't be out there alone and unprotected. I fear the worst.
Calm down. There's no reason to think that anything has happened to him.
I have a feeling that something awful has happened. I'm sure of it. Besides, the soldiers have already called the curfew. If they find him on the street alone and lost, in his condition, my brother is a very beloved and respected person. But those beasts don't care who he is.
I understand.
We have to get off the street. Please, if you see my brother, tell him to come home. Tell him we're waiting for him.
Of course. I'll do that.
I teraz pytanie brzmi, gdzie jej brat pobiegł? Tam do tego drzewa, gdzie znaleźliśmy ten kamień, czy może jednak do parku poszedł się powiesić? Mam nadzieję, że ta pierwsza opcja. Widać, kościół też opustoszał, nikogo tutaj nie ma.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
W tej wizji mamy cały czas tutaj tą staruszkę, która się modli. Nie wiem, może ma to jakieś kluczowe znaczenie. Czy ja będę mógł porozmawiać z tym staruszkiem?
This home already has an owner. Let's leave him in peace.
Nie mogę. Okej. Dobra, w pierwszej kolejności chciałbym pójść zobaczyć tutaj.
The barbed wire surrounding the camp is incredibly tangled, and the barbs look like they'd tear you to pieces. It looks like the army wanted to make it very difficult for anyone who might get the bright idea of trying to escape.
Tylko czy ja będę mógł iść jeszcze do tego drzewa?
Oh no! Here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid, while everything around me is transformed. Good God, I think I'm starting to lose my mind.
Ale widzę, że z tej perspektywy nawet nie ma tam przejścia.
The camp is closed, rat. Get away from the gate.
But I have to come in. It's urgent. What happened?
There's no understanding you worms. Always wanting to get out of here. Once you're outside, you're dying to get back in. One of our soldiers was killed, and the camp will remain closed until the matter is cleared up. So take a hike.
There was an attack?
Yes. Someone hit one of the sentries in the watchtowers with a rock and made him fall out. He was killed instantly. Luckily, it seems there was a witness who saw the perpetrators launch the projectile, and they have been detained. But we never trust the testimony of a rat, so we're waiting for the criminals to confess or for the murder weapon to turn up.
I don't think it's going to take very long to get the truth out of these kids. Or to find the weapon they used to commit the crime.
Good God. What have I done? I knew I shouldn't have gotten them mixed up in this. But they're just a couple of scared kids. Don't you see that? What are you planning on doing with them?
Killing an official is punishable by death, and martial law is quite clear in this respect. They acted as adults, and they will pay for their actions as adults. As soon as they confess, or we find the weapon they used to commit the crime, we'll take care of matters. Do you have a problem with the law being enforced?
You're nothing but a gang of warped psychopathic pigs.
One more word and I'll blow your head off right now, bastard. I couldn't care less what privileges that bracelet might give you. Get out of my sight.
Those pigs are gonna kill the boys, and it'll be my fault. I'll be responsible for their deaths. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, and fast. But what? Damn it. If I don't prevent it, those bastards in uniform are going to execute the boys. For God's sake, I have to think of some way to save them, and I have to do it now.
No powiem tak się składa, że my mamy narzędzie zbrodni w ekwipunku, ale oczywiście nie zdradzimy się, że to mamy. Mamy nowy wpis. Czy to prawda? Chris, mężczyzna z mojej wizji, powiedział, że wciąż mamy szansę na uwolnienie. Nie mam baterii do odbiornika GPS. Gdzie takich szukać? Kto mógłby je dla mnie zdobyć? Może łowca? Muszę wyciągnąć synów kreta z tarapatów, które przeze mnie wpadli. Nie pozwolę, aby te dzieciaki przeze mnie zginęły. Gdybyśmy tak tą procę podrzucili na przykład do budki strażniczej, no nie wiem. Ale w pierwszej kolejności chcę zobaczyć, czy... Niewyraźny kształt, czy to jest wielebny?
Wait a minute. There's something floating in the pit, but I can't see what it is from up here.
Czy on się faktycznie utopił? Ja nie mam już liny w ekwipunku, więc nie mogę zerknąć. Cholera, no. Czekajcie, ja muszę to sprawdzić.
Jesus! It's the corpse of Reverend Blake! His neck is broken. In his delirium, he must not have seen the rope I left tied around the tree. It must have fallen from the top when he was trying to get down here. But what the hell was he looking for here?
Czyli staruszka jednak miała dobre przeczucie. Wielebny Blake nie żyje. Jest jakaś karteczka w kieszeni.
Let's see what's in here.
Jakaś notatka?
A damp, moldy business card. It's almost illegible, but it looks like it's from a place called Beechwood Oracle. Most of the text is too worn off to read. All you can make out of it is an address. 24 Mammoth's Wood Street.
Okej, no to mamy już jakiś adres, przynajmniej tyle. Szkoda go. Mimo tego, że był wariatem i dziwolągiem, to jednak życie ludzkie. Dobra, ale my musimy wykombinować coś, żeby nie wpaść na...
I'm not going to be able to get through the barrier. The army will keep the camp entrance closed until they find whoever killed the watchtower sentry.
My musimy wykombinować coś, żeby nie wpaść, że mamy procę. Gdybym ja tą procę mógł gdzieś tutaj komuś podrzucić.
Use this here? How?
Nie, podrzucić.
Even if I had a projectile handy, I consider myself rather clumsy. I just end up getting my fingers caught in the elastic. Rifles against slingshots? That would be a real tight contest. I don't think I'd gain anything by using this here. Shoot over even if I had a projectile handy. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Obawiam się, że nie mogę tego zrobić. Suche koryto rzeki, o, może będę mógł to wyrzucić.
Even if I had...
Albo wychodzi faktycznie na to, że będę mógł czymś strzelać, może gwoździami.
They could be the perfect projectile, but these nails would end up shredding the rubber band on the slingshot. Besides, something tells me I'm not very good at using these things. I don't see any need to nail anything to this.
Czarny worek. Drewniana skrzynia.
I don't think doing this...
To byłoby bezcelowe. Butelka kwasu. Pęknięty znak.
Time is running out for those poor kids, and if I don't stop it, I'll have their death on my conscience. Come on, Michael. You have to do something. You have to do something.
Jestem ciekaw, czy to jest jakaś czasówka, kiedy na przykład nie pomożemy tym dzieciakom w odpowiedniej chwili, to faktycznie one zginą. Dobra, tutaj mogę cofnąć się z powrotem pod te drzewka, ale raczej tego bym nie chciał robić. O! Sterta odpadków.
Impossible. It's beyond my reach. The bars are keeping me from getting there.
A gdybym użył na tym kwasu...
It Doesn't look like it's having any effect.
To chyba nie zadziała.
The bolt cutters are very worn. I'm not...
Okej.
I don't quite see how I could use this.
Nie mogę tego tutaj włożyć.
How long will those animals in uniform wait before shooting those boys? Their time is running out. Jesus, Michael, think of some way to save them.
Dobra, przyszła mi jeszcze pewna myśl do głowy. A gdyby tak wielebnemu Blake'owi podrzucić tą procę, on i tak już nie żyje, więc tak naprawdę nic mu nie grozi. Gdybyśmy tą procę włożyli mu do kieszeni.
It's the corpse of Reverend Blake. He has a
Spróbujmy.
good idea. I could use Reverend Blake as a scapegoat to protect those children. On the other hand, him being one of the most famous and respected men in the city, I doubt anyone would believe my story if I accused him of attacking the sentry in the tower.
No dobra, ale procę włożyliśmy do jego ekwipunku, nie możemy jej wyjąć. Twarz wielebnego Blake'a. Ale że co, że ja mam to polać kwasem?
This is gonna be hard. Very hard. But those children are innocents in all this. And those ruthless savages are about to kill them in cold blood. I have no other choice. God damn it! Had the visions again! Not now. I have to do this. I've got to do this. My head!
You've got to stop this, Michael. I can't stand it anymore. This has to end.
I can't help it. It's that demon. You know I can't help it.
Please, Michael. Please. Make it stop.
Yes. That tiny cowardly demon. I remember that brutal sensation of acid running through your veins, corroding, little by little, anything good and decent you might have left inside you, turning it into pain, rot, and emptiness.
Częściowo zniekształcona twarz wielebnego. Ale w dalszym ciągu widać, że to jest wielebny. Czyli wychodzi na to, że coś jeszcze by musiał na nim użyć. No na pewno nie morfiny. Pęknięty znak. Gdybyśmy tak pocięli mu twarz jeszcze szkłem.
I remember it. I remember. I can smell it, feel it, touch it. No, please, don't do it. No! That cowardly demon, that dark and intimate specter that only you know, that gains strength in this new world. Digging its claws into your soul like a jagged piece of glass, whispering in your ear that what you're doing is right, because nobody has the authority to tell you otherwise. Good God, what have I done? What have I done? Why are you showing me this? Please, answer me. Who was I before the catastrophe? Before the world collapsed? Do I really want to know? God, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of myself.
Zupełnie zniekształcona twarz wielebnego Blake'a. No dobra. Ale to jest to, o czym mówiła pielęgniarka, nie? Że zainfekowani mają jakieś takie dziwne odchyły. I dlatego ludzie się ich boją. Stają się agresywni. A teraz widzieliśmy po przykładzie Michaela, że faktycznie tak jest.
You have to let those boys go. They're innocent. You've got the wrong people.
What are you insinuating, rat? You better have a good reason for saying something like that, or we'll splatter your brains all over the wall of shame, and then use the kids for target practice.
I know who the guilty party is. I know who committed the crime. And I know where he is.
Hey, we've got to hear this. Start talking, rat.
Okay. Here goes. I hope those pigs take the bait, because if they find out the truth, I'm a dead man. The murderer was a deranged man I met in the city a few hours ago. He told me he was desperate, tired of the humiliation and violence he had to face every day. He was determined to do something crazy. I didn't believe him at the time, but now I see that he wasn't kidding. After the attack, he committed suicide by jumping into the cesspit next to the camp road. You'll find him there. His face is unrecognizable from hitting the rocks and scraping against the rubble, but I'm sure you'll find the murder weapon next to his body.
We'll check out your story and see if it holds up.
We're approaching what looks like a body. It looks like that worm was right. Over.
What a mess. What the hell happened to his face?
Meh. Who cares? We found the guilty party with the murder weapon. Let those kids go. And unlock the camp gate. Over.
You can come in now, rat.
Okej, udało się. No i teraz dzieciaki powinny mi znowu wyświadczyć przysługę. Uratowaliśmy im życie, ale w sumie nie mogliśmy dopuścić do tego, żeby zginęły i to w sumie przez nas. Dobra, tutaj jest ich matka, która potrzebowała morfiny.
I brought the morphine for your husband. Just as I promised. This woman in this house gave me the chills. Let's get this over with as soon as possible.
So you've come for your money. Is that it, you rat?
You offered it to me. I didn't ask for anything in return.
No, you're right. Yeah, I guess you've earned it. That's what we agreed. I'm an honest woman. I think you have a very wrong impression of me. Take your money, Michael.
All right, thank you and good luck. I'm sure we'll be seeing each other around the camp.
Wait! Michael, is it money that you want? I have more money. I still have some savings. Those camp rats didn't manage to take it all. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I don't understand.
My husband is about to die. Without him, we'll be nobodies. Me and the kids. The soldiers don't even show us any respect anymore. A while ago, they broke in here to take them away, with no explanation. And it didn't matter to them in the least whose children they were. But if you stay here, all that could change. I still have some contacts. I could arrange for you to become the new camp mole. You're not like the rest of those rats out there, Michael. You're one of us. We'd be important again. We'd keep our privileges. Or do you want to be just another beggar in this sewer? I can't lower myself to that. I'd do anything. Stay here with us, Michael.
No. I don't doubt for a second that this woman would be capable of anything, like a cornered scorpion. I don't think that would be a good idea. It would be better for me to leave. Take good care of those boys. They're good kids.
Yeah, get out of here, you disgusting rat. You're all alike. In this camp, all you rats are alike. I don't need you. I don't need any of you. You're just waiting to see us fall. But I won't give you the satisfaction, you disgusting rats. I'll do what I have to do. But you won't see me crawling around in the trash like you.
A cornered scorpion, surrounded by flames that are closing in. I think it would be best not to speak to this woman ever again. She could be dangerous.
Szczerze powiedziawszy, z taką kobietą nigdy bym w życiu nie wytrzymał. Najlepiej będzie się po prostu ewakuować i nigdy już tam nie wracać. Dobra, zdobyliśmy pieniądze, zanim udamy się do pana Atkinsona. Podejdźmy do zbirów i im zapłaćmy za wizyty z Rose.
I brought money. Let me see Rose.
Hey, this is a lot of dough, pal.
So, is it enough?
More than enough. This'll get you into Rose's van for the rest of the night. All you can eat. Have a good time with our Minnie Mouse, but be careful with the merchandise. You know how it works. You break it, you buy it.
Yeah, I get it.
My tak naprawdę od Rose oczekujemy tylko i wyłącznie informacji.
Hello, Mr. Sleepyhead. You came back.
Hello, Rose.
Are you here to save me? Have you brought me my baby? They won't let me leave here to look for him. He's all I have left in the world. I don't have anyone else. Will you help me? That's why you came back, isn't it? Or did you come back for the other thing? Do you want me to take off my clothes and lie down on the mattress?
Chciałbym z tobą porozmawiać, Rose. Wspominałaś, że chcesz mi przekazać jakąś tajemnicę. Muszę ją poznać.
I'd like to talk to you, Rose. You told me you had a secret to tell me. I need to hear it.
Yes, Mr. Sleepyhead. I know a secret about you. It's something very important, but I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
Because you haven't brought me my baby. I asked you to help me and you haven't done it. I want to hold my baby again and rock him to sleep. Aren't we friends anymore, Mr. Sleepyhead?
Yes, of course we're still friends. But Rose, please. I need to know what it is. What is the secret?
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's a riddle. I have something of yours from before the Great Wave. It's the key for you to lock and unlock your chest of dreams, you sleepy bear. But I won't give it to you unless I can hold my baby again.
The key to my chest of dreams? I don't know what the devil she's talking about. But if it's something from before the Great Wave, no doubt it could help me recover my past. Rose, I don't have time for games. Give me whatever you have, please.
No, no. You have to help me first. Please bring me my baby. I want to rock him to sleep again, like in the picture on the wall. Have you seen the picture of my baby and me? It was taken before the Great Wave. I have no one else. I need my baby. Bring him to me. Bring him to me! Bring him to me!
Hey, pal! You can have a good time with our Minnie Mouse, but don't mess up the merchandise! Don't make us come in there. You know how it works. You break it, you buy it.
All right, Rose, all right. Calm down.
Nie chcę, żebyś się położyła. Powiedz, Rose, dlaczego stąd nie odejdziesz?
No, I don't want you to lie down. Tell me, Rose, why can't you leave here?
It's because of them. They don't let me go any farther than that empty lot over there. They say I have to be ready in case a client comes. They only let me go see Rod and Colin in their trailer every once in a while.
And why don't you run away?
Those men are too scary, Mr. Sleepyhead. They yell at me and hit me if I don't do what they say. Sometimes they lock me in here in the dark for hours. And I'm afraid the soldiers will come back. They say they'll call them, and if I don't behave, they'll hurt me again. I'm so afraid of the dark. Aren't you? Colin is afraid of the dark too. Before he got sick, he told me, and now they won't let me see him anymore. I like the light better. Do you like the lights in my room, Mr. Sleepyhead?
Yes, they're very pretty, Rose.
It's like it's Christmas every day, isn't it? But the one who scares me most is the hunter. He's always ordering everyone around with a voice like an angry lion. He even gives orders to those men outside. He's like a horrible big dog about to bite you. I get the shivers every time he comes to visit me. But I like your voice very much, Mr. Sleepyhead. You sound like a knight in a fairy tale. And I'm your princess.
Mówiłaś, że nikogo nie masz. Gdzie jest twoja rodzina?
You said you don't have anyone. Where is your family?
I don't know, Mr. Sleepyhead. The last time I saw them was when that great wave came. They said they were leaving, but that they'd come back to find me, and then they left me alone with my baby. They told me they'd only come back if I took good care of him, if I held him and rocked him to sleep, like in the picture on the wall. Did you see my baby and me in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead? But someone took him while I was asleep. You see, I had this dream while those soldiers were hurting me. Do you like to dream, Mr. Sleepyhead?
It depends on the dream, Rose.
I dream about my baby a lot, sleeping in his little cradle, and I also dream about my room in the house I used to live in before the Great Wave. The sun came in through the window every morning and lit up everything. Sometimes it looked like the walls were going to catch fire. This room is darker. I don't like the dark. That's when they come and hurt me. And sometimes they lock me here in the dark to punish me if I don't do what they say. Have you brought me my baby, Mr. Sleepyhead?
That poor girl is more disturbed than I thought. It looks like her mind hasn't been able to deal with all the pain of these last few months. Someone needs to get her out of here. No, Rose. I'm sorry. I haven't brought you here, baby. Goodbye, Rose. I should be going now.
No, don't go. Please. Will you help me, Mr. Sleepyhead? Will you bring me my baby? And will you bring me a cradle like this one in the picture? Be my knight in shining armor. Bring me what I ask and I'll give you the answer. The key to unlock your chest of dreams.
I'll try, Rose. I promise.
No dobra, ale najpierw chciałbym spojrzeć na to zdjęcie. Wiedzieć, o co tak naprawdę chodzi. Ty, faktycznie ona ma tu jakieś dziecko. Ale być może jest to lalka.
It's a page torn out of a very old magazine. In her delirium, poor Rose thinks it's a photograph of her and her baby taken before the Great Wave.
No tak, to przecież nie jest Rose.
It would break Rose's heart to see me stealing her baby's clothes. I'm not going to do that to her.
Czyli obstawiam, że musimy zdobyć lalkę. Wzięliśmy też ręczne wiertło. Okej. Prawdopodobnie będę mógł wywiercić dziurę w tej beczce, która znajduje się przy domu łowcy. Coś z niej wypłynie. Dobra, tutaj już chyba nic więcej zrobić nie mogę. Brudny materac.
This is the poor girl's place of business. It was probably dragged here from one of those heaps of trash out there.
Musimy znaleźć lalkę dla Rose. Nie wiem, gdzie jej szukać, ale może coś wykombinujemy.
Leaving us so soon?
Hey, you're quick, pal.
So, how'd our little mouse do?
Jesteście odrażający. Rose powiedziała mi, jak ją krzywdzicie i sprzedajecie.
You two are despicable. Rose told me about how you abuse and prostitute her.
I think we'll have to teach that naughty little girl how to keep her mouth shut.
Don't jump to conclusions, pal. Let me tell you how we found that chatty little rodent, since you're so interested in her. It was about 4 months ago. She was naked and injured, and she could hardly move. A group of soldiers had gang raped her and left her for dead. They left her body wrapped in barbed wire from the camp fence.
Crows would have picked her clean if we hadn't found her when we did. It's only thanks to us that she's still alive.
Someone like Rose could never survive in the New World alone. You know that as well as we do. We're helping her. We protect her and we feed her. We actually keep her alive. The only thing we ask for in return is that she earn her keep.
Only problem is, sometimes she has a hard time understanding that. And we have to be a little more strict with her, that's all.
And the fact is, the girls, well, not too bright. But for some jobs, that's almost a blessing, don't you think?
What good Samaritans.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but you're catching on.
Powiem tylko tyle. Odrażające. Więc ten interes to tak naprawdę kolejny biznes łowcy.
So this business is really just another one of the hunter's rackets?
Hey, careful what you say. We're independent businessmen.
The hunter just lets us operate in his territory. He gives us protection and sends us clients. In exchange for a percentage, of course.
Fair's fair.
Yeah, fair's fair.
Of course. No doubt. I just hope that someday those bastards find themselves face to face with some of that fairness they talk about, wherever it might come from.
Ktoś ich rozbierze, zawinie w drut kulczasty i pozwoli im umrzeć. Rose opowiadała mi o swoim dziecku. Wiecie, gdzie ono jest, albo jak mógłbym je znaleźć?
Rose was talking to me about a baby, her son. Do you know where he is or how I can find him?
That little mouse's mind is gone. I wouldn't pay much attention to what she says.
Hey, as far as I know, her entire family died in the Great Wave. After the explosion, she wandered around in a daze for weeks, until she finally ran into a group of drunken soldiers who wanted to, have some fun with her. When we found her, all she had left was that wrinkled old magazine clipping clutched in her hand. It's her pride and joy. Now she's got it stuck up on the wall of the van.
And as far as the baby's concerned? Probably not alive anymore. If it ever existed. Who knows what goes on in that nutcase's head?
Then she really is all alone. She doesn't have anyone.
Of course she does. She has us now. My partner and I are sort of like, her new family.
We protect her and we feed her. We actually keep her alive. And you can bet your ass we will, as long as our little mouse still has that small fortune between her legs.
I don't have anything else to discuss with you two.
Okay, come back anytime you like. You paid for her. The door to the van is open to you all night long.
No, są zbirami i to bez wątpienia. Dobra, przyczepa Roda. Patrzcie, bezdomny zniknął.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
Oj, Michaeli, będzie tylko i wyłącznie jeszcze gorzej.
That's odd. The drum has a huge bullet hole on one side. Everything indicates that it was being used for target practice.
Czyżby to te dzieciaki wykurzyły bezdomnego? Być może.
Michael, thank God you've come back. Colin is worse. His trances are getting longer and deeper. My wife and I are afraid the end is near. Please tell me that you've brought the medicine to cure his disease.
This is going to be very hard. But this man deserves to know the truth. I owe him that. I'm sorry, Rod. You have to see this. It's an army report. It says that the cure we were talking about doesn't exist. That it never existed.
No, But there has to be a cure. There has to be hope for us. The vultures are starting to gather around our trailer, waiting for the end so they can take my son's belongings. Colin himself can see them from the window of his room.
Calm down, Rod.
Don't tell me to calm down! You've brought ruin to this house. You've come to sentence Colin to death, but that drug exists. It has to exist!
Listen to me, Rod. I've done everything in my power to find the drug, but there is no such thing. Try to understand. There's no cure for the dissolved.
The dissolved? I warned you, Michael. I warned you not to use that word in this house! Get out of here! Get out of our lives forever!
Wait, Rod. I'm sorry, but you promised to help me. You promised to help me get my identity back.
Help you? You've ruined our lives. You've condemned our little boy to death. Get out of here. Get out of here at once!
Michael? Michael, I have to talk to you. I have a message. I have a message from her.
My God, it's Colin. A message from her?
Michael! Michael, please! She told me to talk to you.
Where do you think you're going? Don't you dare go into that room. You're not welcome in this house anymore.
But the boy, he called out to me by name.
Colin's delirious. He doesn't even know who you are. Get away from my family immediately.
Michael! Michael! I have a message from her. It's very important.
Damn you. Don't go near that door. Get out of this house! Listen, Michael. We have a gun in that room with 2 bullets in it. Don't make me waste one of them on you.
It's all right, Rod. Calm down. I'm leaving.
And as for you, vultures, drawn by the scent of death, I won't let you take anything. You hear me? Not a single thing! When this is over, when he's gone, I'll make sure there's nothing left for you. You won't get anything! You won't get anything.
Okej, tutaj płonie lalka.
Even if there was something inside there that could interest me. Jeez, that bonfire is too hot to touch.
Dobra, spójrzmy co mam w ekwipunku. Spróbuję za pomocą łomu.
It's not long enough. I'd only end up burning my hand if I tried to stir the fire with it.
Czyli potrzebuję czegoś innego, ale zdecydowanie płonie tutaj jakaś lalka. Mam nadzieję, że nie będą zwykłe zgliszcza, kiedy ją uda nam się wyciągnąć. Potrzebuję coś dłuższego. Na tą chwilę nie mam nic takiego w ekwipunku.
They're not fireproof. I'd burn my hands if I tried to put them in there. Colin called out to me by name. He said he had a message from her. I have to go in there and talk to the boy before it's too late. But how?
Ale zobaczcie, jak zdesperowani są rodzice, kiedy ich dziecko umiera. Kurde no. Wielokrotnie byłem na wypadku samochodowym, śmiertelnym i tak dalej, czy tam na topielcu. Zawsze jak przyjeżdżała rodzina osoby, która zmarła, to też zawsze sobie wmawiała, że to jest pewnie pomyłka, to nie jest ich dziecko, sprawdźcie jeszcze raz i tak dalej. Po prostu w akcie desperacji sobie to wszystko wmawiałem, że to jest nieprawda i no smutne to jest.
Now I understand why this window hasn't been cleaned. It gives Rod and his family some privacy without raising suspicions about the boy's illness. Besides, that glass looks pretty thick. The boy's cries can't be heard from outside.
Przez okno się tutaj nie dostanę, jest pudełko ciastek.
This cookie box should have a revolver inside, with 2 bullets in it. According to the notebook, it's the one-way ticket out of this new world for Rod and his wife, in case things don't work out for Colin. He made it very clear. After his outburst, Rod is not going to let me back into his trailer. Poor man. I'm afraid that this new world has finally gotten the better of him. Colin's mother. I'm afraid the only thing left for Rod and her to do is wait for the tragic final act of this story to play out. And I'm sure neither one of them let me go into the room in the meantime to talk to the boy.
Dobra, wydaje mi się, że na tą chwilę przy tym oknie nic zrobić nie będę mógł. Ale dobra, wzięliśmy korkociąg. Wydaje mi się, że będę mógł go użyć na tej beczce.
Okay, so we'll make a hole in one of these drums. Blah. This must be the poisonous concoction they serve as a beverage in the bar. The drum is already empty enough. I think I can now get rid of this old hand drill. I doubt I'll be using it again.
Ciemna ciecz jak ropa.
With its contents spilled all over the ground, the punctured drum doesn't seem so heavy anymore. Up close, I see that it's a high voltage wire. It probably carries the electricity for this entire building.
Czy ja będę mógł go przeciąć?
This is the only way I can think of to draw those thugs out of their den.
What the hell is going on now?
Another power failure. Go figure, nothing works in this damn camp.
This damn sewer is gonna be the end of us.
Everything's okay. Calm down and shut your mouth. You, light some candles. Get us some light in here. And you, come with me and take a look.
It would be better if they didn't see me around here.
Hey, look! The main cable is broken. How could that have happened? I don't know, maybe the wind or a bird.
Bunch of idiots. The cable's cut. This was sabotage.
Yep. And here are the tools he used to do it. Gloves and a pair of bolt cutters.
Damn it. I can kiss that stuff goodbye.
Sabotage? Someone sabotaged us? Who would dare?
I haven't the faintest idea.
What happened, Hank?
Hey, Mike. Nothing in particular. It's nice to see you around here, dude. Some idiotic camp electrician wanted to practice on our place. That's all. We'll give him a fitting reward when we find him. You know, fair's fair. So, tell me, what brings you to these parts?
I wanted to talk business with you.
Business? Of course, Mike. You know, in these hard times, we all have to help each other. I'm sure we'll be able to make a deal. Come inside and sit down with me. And you, fix this. All right, dude. You told me you wanted to talk business. So, here we are. Shoot.
Gdy byłem tu ostatnim razem, wspominałeś, że możesz zdobyć wszystko. Potrzebuję baterii.
The last time I was here, you told me that you could get anything. I need some batteries.
Of course, Mike. You know that I like you. I know one of our kind when I see one. I want to help you. I really do. But you know, in today's world, everything has a price. Things have gotten very ugly.
How much is it going to cost me?
Save your cash for those poor devils out there. I can see the future, dude. I can smell it and touch it. And that stupid paper will be worthless in a very, very short time.
So what is it you want in exchange?
The only liquid asset still worth anything in this new world, Mike. Fuel. Bring me gasoline, oil, kerosene. Anything that can make a motor or generator run, dude. These are dark days, and people need light. We want to bring it to them. You bring me the fuel, and the batteries are yours.
It's obvious that I don't have anything like that on me.
Then I'm sorry to have to tell you this, dude. No fuel, no deal. But you're a smart guy. I'm sure you'll figure out some way to make me happy.
Dobra, my wiemy, gdzie jest generator i teoretycznie dałoby się z niego spuścić paliwo, pod warunkiem, że pozbędziemy się zbirów. Właśnie rozmawiałem z twoimi ludźmi, tymi glizdami, które robią z Rose prostytutkę. Nadli mnie od tych twoich interesów.
I just talked to your men. Those maggots who are prostituting Rose? Your business dealings turn my stomach.
Watch your mouth in my house, you damn prig. Because you're insulting me in front of my people. And this is not the first time.
That poor girl is disturbed. She has the mind of a child. What you guys are doing isn't right.
Do you want to talk about justice, dude? About that objective, impartial, blind lady with the scales? It's funny that you're the one bringing up that blindfolded whore. And wasn't it you who paid handsomely for some time alone with that little mouse? So, did you have a good time with her, Mike? And tell me, what are those blood stains on your shirt? I suppose my informants are mistaken, and that blood is unrelated to the disappearance of a certain preacher in this city. Michael, did you treat him justly? Now, who the hell do you think you are, handing out lessons in morality to anyone, dude?
But how do you know? Oh wait, there's an explanation for all that.
Of course, there's an explanation. And it's very simple. You gotta do what you gotta do. But don't you worry, Mike. I see everything, but your secrets are safe with me. I like you, dude, because deep down, you and I are much more alike than you think. Our true nature is coming out in all its glory in this new world. You just need the courage to act on it.
You're wrong. I'm not like you.
I hope for your sake that you're the one who's wrong, dude. You're a predator. I can tell. Don't make the mistake of turning into a lamb, because you already know how that could turn out. And when it comes to Rose, let me tell you that she has every right in the world to defend herself. That's the magnificence of this new world. It's given us absolute freedom to assume our true roles. Rose, just like the rest of us, has to decide if she's a lion or a lamb. Ain't it grand, dude? It's only now that we're truly free to choose. But don't get me wrong, the right to defend herself is hers, and hers alone. So be careful with the heroic gestures, Mike. You touch a single hair on the head of any of my men to defend that little mouse, and I'll rip your skin off, one strip at a time. They're friends of mine. Got it?
Yes. You've made yourself perfectly clear. You won't have to tell me again.
Musimy uważać na łowcę, on zbyt dużo wie, zbyt dużo widzi. Ta potworna muzyka rozrywa mi bębenki w uszach. Dlaczego ciągle puszczasz tę samą piosenkę?
That horrible music is drilling into my eardrums. Why do you always play the same song over and over again?
You're lucky we're friends, Mike. Otherwise I would have pounded your nose into your skull. That was my late father's favorite song. He was an apostle of the new world, a visionary.
Apostle of the new world?
That's right, Mike. An evangelist, a prophet. I hated that old bastard for years. As a boy, the beatings he gave me made me tremble at the sound of his voice, of his boots, of his belt. When I was just a kid, he forced us to live in the forest for days on end. Those were his survival classes, he said. I still have scars from those years. We were all delighted when they found the remains of his body burnt to a crisp in a car, clutching his flask of whiskey like a baby's bottle. It's only now I understand.
Understand? What?
What my father was trying to do. His commitment to making us strong. He was a visionary. He knew that hard times were coming. He never stopped repeating that. And he prepared us for them. That hell that buried me alive in the old and decadent world gave me wings in this new world. And let me be reborn, cleansed and purified. I don't care if the Great Wave was the work of God or the devil, Mike. I only know that one of them has been very good to me. My father's prophecy came true. And the new world has put all of us in our rightful place.
Yeah, I haven't the slightest doubt. I should be going now.
Okay, Mike, whatever you say. Remember, get me fuel and you'll have your batteries.
No, powiem tak, nie było to zbyt przyjemne spotkanie z łowcą. Taśma izolacyjna. Okej, to może mi się przydać. Mam taśmę izolacyjną, czarny worek.
Adding electrical tape to this wouldn't do any good.
Nie zmieni niczego na lepsze.
I could use the electrical tape to hold something to this object. But what do I want to add to it?
No dobra. Zastanówmy się.
I have no intention of climbing back up there. I'll have problems with the hunter and his men if they find me anywhere near this cable.
Skąd zdobyć jakiś długi element, żeby wyciągnąć tamtą lalkę z ogniska? No i tutaj mamy też generator. Moglibyśmy spuścić paliwko, tylko musielibyśmy się pozbyć tych zbirów.
What exactly do you think you're doing? Hey, pal, touch that generator and you're a dead man. My partner and I don't kid around when it comes to defending what's ours. That clear?
Extremely. I was just curious and wanted to see this relic up close. You don't have to get nervous.
Nie ma powodów do zdenerwowania. Ognisko. Tutaj nie widzę żadnych elementów, które moglibyśmy podnieść i ewentualnie to zgasić. W sumie przydałaby się też jakaś woda. Drewniana skrzynka. Zardzewiałe gwoździe. No nic. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Tą lalkę postaramy się zdobyć w kolejnym odcinku, jak jest zdobyć troszeczkę ropy dla łowcy. A tymczasem dzięki wielkie za uwagę, trzymajcie się i do usłyszenia. Hej!